So we finished the last video with alkane examples, and I just wanted to go through a couple more alkene and alkyne examples first. And starting off with showing you guys how to move a diagram from the structural diagram to the line diagram, and then to the molecular formula, and then we'll go through these 4 examples down here. So let's start off with a 3-carbon double bond molecule. And it'll have 1 double bond in between the first and the second carbon, and then you fill in the hydrogens, knowing that carbon can take 4 bonds around it. So 2 hydrogens here, 1, 2, 3, so only 1 more hydrogen here, 4, and then 2, 3, and 4 bonds for this is the structural diagram of a 3-carbon molecule with a double bond would be propene. And usually you have to put the number of where that double bond is, with the exception of it when it falls on the first carbon here, 1, 2, 3, you don't have to write the 1. You can just say propene. So the line diagram of this guy would be, there's the double bond in between the first and the second carbon, and then the bond in between my second and my third carbon, with the molecular formula CH2, CH, CH3. Okay, so we can start off with example 1 here, and I'll do the same, structural to line and then to the name. So numbering carbons, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we could try move the other direction and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So either way we would be, oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3. So labeling it the first way from left to right gives me a 3 on the first carbon that has the double bond, but when I move from right to left, I would get a 4. So this one is going to be 3, and then with a 7 carbon, it's hept, and with a double bond, it's ene, 3 heptene. Whoops. And I just wanted to show you that you can also move the 3 to be right in front of the ene, and this one could be called hept 3-ene, because sometimes the textbook does it one way or the other just to show you that they're both equal and they're both allowed. They're good. So the second example down here, we want to label the backbone so that we have the lowest number on that carbon. So 1, 2, it would probably be 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon backbone. So that's a hex. And my second carbon has the double bond, so I'm going to put hex and then 2-ene. And then we just label the side groups. So I have 1, 2 carbon side group and a second 2 carbon side group. And that's where we use the prefix di, tri, so on and so forth for the side chains there. So because there's 2, we would say di, and because there's 2 carbons, it's ethyl. That's an L. And then we just label the carbons that those side chains come off of from the background. So it's carbon number 3 and carbon number 4. So it's 3, 4 dash diethyl hex 2-ene. Down here, I wonder if I can move this. Down here, we can start off with this example. So I'm going to label this carbon backbone starting from right to left because I can see that double bond is pretty soon on the right side. So it'll get a carbon number 2 there. So for an 8 carbon backbone, it's oct. Again, a double bond on number 2, so 2-ene. And then the side chain ethyl off of carbon number 6. 6 ethyl oct 2-ene, or the other format could be 6 ethyl 2 octene. And finally, this diagram here has something new, so just let me draw it in the line diagram for you, and then I can explain just one tiny thing. So I'll start off with this carbon. And this is our first example of a triple bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'll be known, and Y and E for the triple bond. But let me finish drawing it. So if you notice 1, 2, 3, 4 off the 5th carbon here, we have a chlorine. And those get unique names. Any of the halogens, chlorine, bromine, iodine, they all get chloro, bromo, or iodo as the branch name prefix. And then off of the 6th carbon, we have another ethyl group. So that would be the line diagram here. And we can start naming. So we already started with the backbone nonene, but let's just make sure we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 carbons, and the triple bond comes off of carbon number 2. On the 5th carbon, we have 5 chloro, and off the 6th carbon, we have 6 ethyl. So this is where the alphabetical rule comes into play, where C has to go before E. So it'll be 5 chloro, 6 ethyl, 2 nonene. And that's it.